Well, it's been that kind of series so far. We're only a match and a half into it, but already showing signs that just when one team starts to go ahead, the other team crawls right back in. India looked in charge in the first game, and we said, okay, there's no way South Africa are chasing this down. They did. Today, after the power play, once again, India's 148 was made to look like 198. And suddenly a little partnership, tiny one, between Temba Bavuma, the captain, and Henrik Larsson, 23 of 20, has just got them back into the game. Few furrowed brows, perhaps, in Rishabh Pant and company. Let's see if Zaheer Khan has similar furrowed brows here on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Zaheer, until that partnership began, it looked completely one-way traffic for India. Perfect power play.
Well, perfect start for India. There's no doubt about it. We did speak about when the totals are like this, you got to start well. You got to have those early inroads, which Bhuvneshwar Kumar provided brilliantly, and Rishabh Pant, you have to give him credit here that identified that and gave him that extra over. So that tactic was a really good one. It resulted in wicket as well. So the power play was a perfect power play when you have 3 wickets. South African team was definitely going to be on the back foot, but from South Africa's point of view, I think this partnership is something which they have to take a lot of confidence from and move forward if they have to win this game from here. So the game currently at the halfway mark in this innings is evenly poised. Indian bowlers will have to do really well now from here to get that one more breakthrough, to put pressure on the new batter who is going to walk in. That's something which is going to be important. That's another phase which South African team will have to think of right now. On this track, we did mention that batters might look like they're going well, but the moment wicket falls for the newcomer, new batter in, it's not going to be the same. So that's something which we have to wait and see how quickly it can happen for India, because that's the need of the situation right now for Indian team.
Well, Zaheer Khan, I must tell you, perfectly assessed it. We just asked him to throw in a prediction. Who are your 6 bowlers for the power play and who's the key among them? And he perfectly assessed it. Avesh Khan, Hardik Pandya, Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowling together. And as you said, Pant gave Bhuvi that extra over, and he was the key to India. How good was he up front? Of course, he relies a bit of movement, but it was about keeping that stump-to-stump line. And if you hit, if you miss, I hit.
Superb. He was just superb. Stuck to the plan. Stuck to his strengths. He normally bowls those big in swingers, but he made use of the conditions for sure. We did speak about the ball is going to skid through. That's something which was going to make it difficult for batters, especially with the new ball. And Bhuvi just bowled phenomenally well. So the lead up to this match, he was very vocal about taking the responsibility of not really living up to the expectation in the previous game. Had certainly looked like has done his homework and was really eager to go out there and take more responsibility today.
Probably the turning point that sort of turned it a little bit in South Africa's favour after Chahal's opening over. He took advantage of what Bhuvi had done in the power play, but then it looked like a conscious effort on South Africa's part, much like Shreyas had done to their spinners, that, okay, we've got to pick on someone, let's start by picking on Chahal, and I think that's given them a bit of a breakthrough.
Well, at this mark, GB, yes, you're right that Klaasen actually played a very good knock so far for South African team. It was required. Bavuma, the intent was there. He understood that someone had to show that intent. You can't just bog down in the beginning, even if you're losing wicket. So that was very evident. It was very visible. But I think now, the back 10 of the innings, you still require 92 runs. And on this track, we've seen 9+ required is not going to be that easy. So for bowlers, they have to think like that. But South African batters, I'm sure, is coming with that confidence of closing a game from a tough situation. So that's something which Indian bowlers will have to really deal with and counter and come on top.
Hardik Pandya bowling over number 11. Bhuvi's bowled 3 out of his 4. So in the remaining 9, if India are to go ahead and defend this, and they're certainly favourites to do so, give me your key bowler for this next phase, the last 9 overs.
Well, I think the seamers, that's something which was the case in the first innings as well. You got to just create back your seamers right now. Maybe when two right-handers are batting, Aksar as a skipper, you definitely got to try him. Yes, Chahal was put under a little bit of pressure, but Aksar, he has to definitely try. I mean, you can't just. This is the right opportunity. I feel, because two right-handers are there. You can give it a try. That's something which you can see. But I think on the whole, today's wicket looked like a impact wicket for the fast bowlers. So the captain will also be thinking around those lines as well.
Well, round one to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, like we did in game number one, Zaheer. Let's play the percentage game. I know it looked as if you were dead on with the 90% last time around, but Van der Dusen and Miller pulled one out of the fire. This time around, give us a percentage. India in front by how much?
Well, I think I would say it's 60-40, and the reason I'm saying that is because the one match of the series is already over. You've seen a great run chase, so the confidence and the morale is high on the South African side. So I would say 60% to South Africa and 40% to India, because the pitch still have a lot to offer, but we have to see that how the Indian bowlers react to the pressure. React to the might of South Africa, because they've already taken the lead in the series. So those factors do come into play. So we'll have to see all those things, how it pan out. But they're going to need a breakthrough desperately if they have to make change of something right now.
Well, it should be a fascinating last few overs. Remember, Killer Miller yet to come. Heinrich Klaasen's the one who's taken center stage with the aggression, along with captain Temba Bavuma. Which way it swings? Will it be 2-0 to South Africa, or will the series be all square going to Visakhapatnam? We'll chat about that at the end of the game. That's all we have on Cricbuzz Comm Box.